What inspired the move to start Las Hermanas? What was the genesis to that?
Man, my wife and my mother-in-law, they were like the ones behind it. I mean, my mom and my mother-in-law. Okay, so here's the thing. You know, I love food. Everybody knows I love food, and you know, I mean, me and you are like food homies. Like, dude, we're the food homies.
We had to test out
foodie homies. Yeah,
every taco shop around the office.
Anyway, so like we love food, and I love my mother's cooking. I love my mother-in-law's cooking, and my wife is the same. Like, we're all foodies, right? Like, we would all go. Like, if we were able to, you, my wife, and me, and Stephanie, right? Because we're all, I like, you know, food. I would love to just go and try out every food if I could for the rest of my life. That's how much I love food. Anyways, back to my mom and my mother-in-law. They make good food, right? So we started making tamales and like empanadas for like family stuff and stuff like that. And Raquel and her mom were like, why don't we go sell tamales out of the trunk of our car when we go drop off the kids? You know, we'll do it for like 30 minutes, an hour.
Yeah.
And they're like full confident. They're like, well, we'll sell it out. We'll make like 50 or like 100. And they did. And I thought it was going to be a bad idea, to be 100% honest. I got to say,
No way.
I was like, you're going to be like one of those tamale ladies outside. And like, tamales, tamales. You know, I honestly thought that's, you know, but I supported them. I helped. I helped with whatever I could, but I didn't think it'd be a good idea. And then turns out it was an extremely good idea. And it's cool because they are the ones that motivated me to do it. And so, you know, first day happens, we sell tamales to some people, and then we sold out that first day within an hour, and then just kept coming back the next day and the next day after that. And, you know, the easiest thing is to always show up.
Yeah, dude, wow. And, what an applicable lesson there.
Yeah, and then my mom was like, that's so cool that you guys are selling tamales, because, you know, I had my day job, right, when I was working with AArrow, and we were also doing Uber at the time a while back, right? Dude. We were just, I mean, you live in LA, we live in LA, we try to find.
You need 3 jobs minimum.
Yeah, exactly. So they would, you know, they started making 100 a day, 150 a day, and they'd sell out within the first hour and a half, and then we'd go about our days. You know, Raquel runs her dad's mechanic shop, and then I was working at AArrow or doing Uber or whatever, so I'd go drop off the kids, we'd sell tamales. And, you know, we would switch shifts sometimes, right, between us 3, but we did it. And we would go about our, we'd make that income in the morning, go about our regular jobs later in the day, and then repeat. And then, you know, our first event was actually at our school, that school. You know, they wanted us to cater to the event. So we did. And that was like one of our first real experiences. I think the biggest part about the whole thing was we liked making food the way we like to make it, and then other people really liked it, you know? And I think that's why we just kept going with it. We inserted or implemented, whatever you want to say, empanadas after the tamales. Yeah. And then, you know, we just started like doing tacos at some point. And then I got really stubborn, and I spent a lot of money to get like equipment to go be like a taco stand, because I was just so intrigued and I wanted to learn. I didn't care how much it kind of cost me. I don't recommend it.
Pre-pandemic,
yeah,
right?
Pre-pandemic, yeah, because I was still like doing AArrow, but I still wanted to do more. Yeah. And I wanted to do more than selling the trunk from our car. And, you know, we tried to do a taco stand. Funny that it happened like a little bit before the pandemic, but, you know, I bought the equipment, went out there.
Freestyling life again.
We went out there for that first week, and they're like, all right, let's, like, it was like 4 days, and we're like, all right, let's announce a grand opening.
Yeah.
and yeah, it was like the first week of March, and then we did it for a couple of weeks before actual news of the pandemic, you know, March 2020. It was like mid-March, I guess, right?
Yeah.
And, well, yeah, man, that sucked. We stopped. You know, we had just gotten like our commercial kitchen and had done all these legitimate moves, and it was heartbreaking because we had to stop.
Yeah, it's definitely not a small accomplishment to be on the other side of the pandemic and still here.